Right?
This was our Christmas tree, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is the first onyx I ever planted.
Is yours alive too?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome to the chat.
Yeah, this was small when we planted it. It had to be like up to...
Oh yeah, it was in our living room. Yep.
I remember that.
That was Onyx's first plant that he planted. But every tree here I grew from seed or a cutting or somebody gave me. I didn't buy very many of them, except we bought this one for Christmas that one year.
Yeah.
Because we were getting ready to go away and we didn't want to get a Christmas tree. We said, let's get something we can plant.
Yeah.
So we got that palm tree.
I love your pink. What are these called?
Oh, what is that tree called? It's a I call it the Hawaiian layflower tree, but I can't remember the botanical name of this one.
Yeah. I have the yellow one. I like the pink one.
Well, a lot of people don't know that you could take this is from a cutting.
Yeah.
So all you do is you just take, if you cut this anywhere, like here, anywhere, cut it on like a 45-degree angle, cut all the leaves off of it. You could even cut this. You stick it in the ground like you see what I did here. Hold on.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that.
I cut pieces off of it and I stuck it in the ground, and it will grow a plant literally from that. Yeah.
Yeah, this one looks like
Was that one growing?
it's green.
Yeah, but that's what I do. I trim them and I just stick them in the ground.
Yeah.
This. Yep. I grew this from, got to be 15, 20 feet tall. That
What do
was
the seeds look like?
just little acorns.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, this one grew this tall in about 4 years.
That's not the ones that are orange, is it?
They call it a lipstick palm. Oh, the seeds? No.
Yeah.
No, the seeds on this one. I have never seen this one go to seed, so I don't know exactly what it looks like.
Oh. That's cool.
Yeah. This is papaya.
Wow.
I just started this from seed not that long ago. You can see
Yours
it's already.
always do so good.
Yeah, it's already starting to put out fruit.
Yeah.
You know, real quick, and then.
Mine that I planted like 6 months ago is finally getting to this size.
Oh, yeah, they take a little time. Now you see this big tall one here that's called a sea grape.
Yeah, look at.
That is grown from a cutting.
Yeah.
I grew that one literally from a cutting 5 years ago, and now it's got to be 20 feet tall or more.
Yeah.
Banana plants are mixed in here. I just apple. This is a pitch apple. You know, I just basically put things together that I think will look cool.
Yeah.
And then it's starting to grow into a nice little forest. You know, like it's given a lot of privacy, but I wanted some shade here and I wanted some privacy.
Yeah.
And the nice thing about it is I can go in there and chop anything down I want anytime.
Is that bamboo you did in there?
No, that's actually called katuk. That's a root, and that grows from cutting too. And a root grows under it you could eat like a potato.
Oh, it looks like a potato?
Yeah, it looks like a potato, and you eat it like a potato.
Would you have any potatoes you could dig up? Remember?
I probably do. Yeah, over here. We'll look over here. But now with that katuk, so if you see what I try to do here, I try to have a mixture of ornamental with functional, like stuff you could eat. Like there's banana plant, papaya, katuk, sea grape, which you can make jelly out of. But you can't eat a palm tree, but it looks cool.
Yeah,
The grasses look cool. The pitch apple is Florida native. A lot of people don't realize that, but that's good for privacy, and it's an evergreen. This is the pitch apple right here. This, as far as I know, has no edible characteristics. Oh, this is one of those Hawaiian lay plants that I just stuck in the ground here that I was talking about. And you see how it's already starting to sprout?
Yeah, look at that growth.
Yeah. That's all I did with this one here. See how?
Yeah.
Chaya, this is edible. Leaf right here. If I was to eat this right now, I would die. Because I know it sounds weird to say it's edible, but you would die if you ate this leaf because it's filled with cyanide. The only way to not die is to put this in like beef broth and garlic and some lemon and boil it. And
I thought you could cook it down on the stove.
you can do that too, but I like it in beef broth. I cook it like broccoli rabe, and it cooks all the cyanide out, and you can eat it, and it tastes just like broccoli rabe. Now, I've planted these. They are literally everywhere, because if the you-know-what hits the fan, I'm going to be eating cyanide-filled leaves. That's what I'm going to be doing.
This isn't a lemon tree.
No. Oh, you know what this is? Okay, so has anybody out there ever heard of... It smells... Let me take an older leaf. This is called a camphor tree. If you ever had campho-phenique when you were a kid, that's what it smells like. I think your mom would put it on you maybe if you had like a fever or something. It's like a medicinal. Yeah, this is a medicinal tree. These all berries will grow another camphor tree. But I grew this from seed about 8 years ago.
Berries for anything?
I'm not sure. You could probably look it up, but it is growing like crazy. Now, I like to use a um, uh, technique called chop and drop.
Okay.
When I cut, I don't pick up the scraps. I leave them laying in a pile around my garden. It's called chop and drop because that'll all turn into natural organic mulch. So you got to ask yourself a question:
Right.
who fertilizes the forest?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Nobody. It does it on its own. Who waters the forest? Nobody. So if you want to have like a forest type setting at your house, I'm going to tell you, when I moved in here 6 years ago, this was not here. This was not, it didn't look anything like this. There was not one plant. It was basically just an open lot over here and my house. But if you walk through here, everything you see here, I grew from.
Connection in the back.
I turned off my Wi-Fi, now I'm back.
This is toxic, isn't it?
Yeah, orchid tree. I have multiple of these growing in my garden center right now. We should probably walk over to the garden center and I'll show you the multiple orchid trees I have growing.
Orchids.
They look like an orchid actually when they
Really?
bloom, yeah. They see these huge seed pods here? These are moringa. Yeah.
I was gonna say, that's
Yeah.
not from the pencil
No.
cactus.
If you look in here, these are all viable moringa seeds right here.
Yeah.
Every single seed here will let them fall. And I do let some of the trees just grow. So if you look in here now, there's a moringa tree growing in here. Moringa, this is a huge moringa tree.
I might dig one up.
You can.
It died when it was really, really cold.
Did I lose everybody? Oh no, they're back. So this is a moringa tree growing. See,
That's crazy.
I just let them grow like crazy.
Yeah.
Now this tree I have a really great story about. So Olivia was in the Army and she was camping out one night. If I'm wrong about the story, you could tell me.
Well, we were getting smoked one day after eating lunch.
Okay.
And we were doing push-ups.
Okay.
And there was a spiky ball under my hand when I was doing push-ups.
Uh-huh.
So I took it because I was like, I think this is a seed to something.
Uh-huh.
And I was able to send it back in the mail to my dad. And it was a seed.
It was.
happened to be.
It was, you see those balls growing up there right now?
Was it grown seed?
Yeah, that's what it was. It was one of those spiky balls that you sent me. So I took it and I wrapped it in a paper towel and I was able to get one tree to grow out of it. So this was a seedling 6 years ago. This was a seedling that Olivia sent me from Fort Sill.
Yeah.
What year was it you were there in Fort Sill?
2019.
All right, 2019. So now we're in 2026. So that was 7 years ago.
Wow.
This tree is so tall now. Like, I mean, it's got to be 40 feet tall. And that's how fast they grow. Speaking of the Army, here's my Humvee. Yeah. That's a really cool 1998 Humvee, by the way. That
You got limes.
yeah, we got limes. Everything I have here is made to grow seeds to eat, and some of it's ornamental. Like this tree I grew from seed right here. This is called a Royal Point Sienna, and you can see all the seed pods hanging from it. This is a magnolia. You can't eat anything on that. But these here, what does that smell like?
Lemon.
Yeah, this is lemongrass. You can use this for tea. Okay, and over here I have these growing all over the property. This, okay, this paddle right here. Every cactus that you see here started from one single paddle. Every single cactus. I have hundreds of them on the property now. I have 2 acres here. I literally have hundreds and hundreds of these that if I throw that right there like that, in 5 years that'll be a huge cactus plant. You don't even have to do anything, just throw it there. It's so crazy.
Lemons? Or no, these are limes.
These are, yeah, limes, yeah. Yep. Got a bunch of limes growing here. Yeah. This maple tree was in the backyard at one point, and I dug it out and moved it up front here.
Maple tree?
Yeah, this is a maple tree.
With maple syrup?
Yeah, I think you probably could get maple syrup out of it when it gets older, maybe. I'm not sure.
What?
Yeah, but that's a maple tree. That's a sugar maple. Yeah.
Is
There's
this
the
one
Humvee.
that had the dog with it?
Yeah, this had when I dug it out, there was a blanket, and I opened the blanket up, and there was bones in the blanket. So we figured that somebody's dog died, and they wrapped it in the blanket, and that was its tree. So I reburied the dog here, whosever dog it was. It was probably happened back in the 60s or something. Yeah, but everything here, like we'll go to the garden center real quick, and I'll show you the garden center. Do you remember the?
You're missing a cotton candy tree over here. That's the
Oh yeah, the cotton candy tree.
Oh, and all the
Yeah, that all grew from a seed, and now look at. Yeah, I got two of these here. One of them's doing a lot better than the other. But if you look at every single sorghum has its own seed. Grow a plant. I mean that is grain. Yeah, I got going.
syrup too.
Syrup. Yep. And this like you said, this is the cotton candy plant.
Yeah.
It's actually growing fruit. If you look here, it's got fruit now. Onyx loves these.
Yeah, they're
Here's
the best.
the fruit here. The one in the back has a lot of fruit on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah. Yep.
What is this?
This is yeah, this is a I can't remember what it is.
No.
No, I'm trying to remember. It's some type of fruit. I can't remember what I planted 7 years ago.
Wow.
And it turned into this. And that's where every plant on the property has originated from, is from this original cactus right here. Every single one of them. This, and the funny thing is, you know it until you take houseplants and you put them in the ground out in Florida.
Yeah.
This was one of our houseplants in New Jersey.
Yeah, really?
Yep. And I brought it to Florida, and it was our house plant in Florida. And then when we moved here, it was a house plant, and I took it. It was on our back porch in that house we had in Deerbrook Circle.
Yeah.
I took it from the back porch, and I put it in the ground here, and look what happened to it.
Wow.
It'll grow huge.
I have a really small one in a pot I want to put in the ground, but I don't have a good spot for it yet.
Yeah, it's a ponytail palm. Yep, and this was one of our house plants too. It's not doing so great right now. It got really hit by the drought, but this is a oh gosh. Bougainvillea, yeah. And I don't know the name of this vine, but it has like pumpkin shaped fruit that grows on it, and it drops them everywhere, and the vine goes crazy. And you can see down here there's some Brazilian peppers starting to take off that I have to get in there and get out. But one of the things that I do is I plant heavily in the front, plants that'll basically hurt you. Because I don't want anybody sneaking onto my property. And eventually we're going to have, and I don't want to put a fence up in the front here. I want it to stay open and natural. But I'm going to have a gate here with pillars. And if you try walking through these agave plants, they'll impale you. You'll be like one of the, ever seen an episode of The Walking Dead where the dead are like kind of impaled on a pole? Well, that's what these are going to be. These
I've cut myself so many times on these.
Yeah, these hurt. These literally hurt. But I got to get out here with some weed spray and some you know, pull some weeds. This height bougainvillea. You don't
Vinegar, not weed spray.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no weed.
You don't want to walk through that either. Even trimming that thing hurts you.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, this whole property is basically planted by me, every plant one at a time. So these two palm trees, they're called palms. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, this one fell.
I believe it's still alive.
Yep.
Logan hit it with his car, right?
Well, no, it just kind of fell over in the wind. And you know that chop and drop theory I told you about? Well, I just leave everything kind of where it lays, you know, and it rooted itself laid over in the ground like this, and you can see it's grown trees out of the stalk.
Yeah.
Of,
I didn't know they could do that.
I didn't either.
Just grew straight up.
No, so it's actually kind of probably rooted, like this is probably rooted itself back into the ground here if you were to, yeah, it has. It's rooted itself like one huge tree.
Wow.
And now it's grown like 6 or 8 different papayas.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I wonder if you could cut it off from the base and start a new plant.
Yeah, you could probably cut each one of those individually and transplant it as a plant.
Wow.
Because they're growing as separate plants now. Those are no longer like limbs.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they're like separate plants. Yeah. There was not one plant along this whole entire front berm.
I mean, nothing was here. This
No.
was all grass.
Yeah, this was just a big open field.
This one, too. This one surprises me because of how it grows.
Yeah. I'm just letting it grow. It's kind of leaning up against that boulder there. I just let it go. And sometimes I let the papayas just drop on the ground. And look at all the new ones growing underneath down here.
Yeah. Oh, you got some.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, look, there's a whole bunch of papayas right there.
Oh, you got a bunch of them.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Bunch of papaya in there. Yeah. I don't manicure the place, but I keep it, I'll go around and I'll pick up stuff like that because that'll not biodegrade quickly and it looks junky.
That big one?
Yeah, that big piece. But I pretty much let the rest of the stuff lay. I'll go through and selectively start pulling out, like from all that rain we had, you'll see I won't let the vines overtake. I'll come in here and find out where that comes from and just leave it. Let it just...
It doesn't reroot it?
No, it'll die. I just find out where it comes from, like right here. This one comes from right here. Pull that. But they will grow fat. Like they end up with look at this stem here. Oh, wait a minute. No, that wasn't the stem. Yeah, here it is. Look, that stem. As long as you get that, it'll kill the plant.
Is that another one of the natural medicine tree?
No, that is a holly. Oh. And also the neighbor across the street gave me that holly.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Yep. I'm letting this grow into a forest here, though. And it's hard to believe there was absolutely nothing here 6 years ago. Nothing. And there's a shed behind over there, which you almost can't see. It's a 30-foot shed, and it was delivered 6 years ago in an empty field. So, and there's a garage behind there that you can't see. Yeah. And all the beds, you see how they're kind of raised a little bit? I raised them all with mulch. I raised them all with mulch that was delivered by tree companies. So if you look back here, I have, and I'll show you that in a minute, but I let turtles just kind of dig their holes wherever they start digging. Yeah, that's a mulberry. I think birds ate them all. The rabbits get in there and they build their little homes. And you see these big stumps? I pick these up on the side of the road when I see, that's not a tree there. I picked that up and put it there with my backhoe. I put these huge stumps all over the property.
What class with the university that taught you about stumps too? Well,
there's one over there. That's not a tree that cut. That was somebody's stump. The road, a huge tree that they cut down, and they left all the pieces there, and I just picked it up with the backhoe and brought them here and dropped them all over the place. But you can see look what's happening. It creates its own ecosystem. The plant, if I pull this off, you'll see worms in here. You'll see little critters scurrying around. You see a little fern tree growing. You see a tree growing out of here. This creates a little ecosystem. So if you ever want to go fishing and you want to find worms, all you have to do is start digging around where soil is, and you see everything scurrying around when there's all sand. Just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of yards of mulch, all in these beds, which was nothing but sand.
Oh, I forget. What is
That's
this?
yeah. So all this stuff is just grown up pretty nicely over time here.
That was just a cutting. That's great.
Yeah, those were cuttings. I actually spent $5 each on 4 of those plants on Craigslist. A lady that had grown them from seed, and they were just about 4 inches tall.
Wow.
About 5 years ago. You can see how everything likes to grow here in Florida.
They were even big like 3 years ago.
Oh yeah, they've just really started to take off now. Yeah, but when I grew from cutting, not that I just stuck it here because I wanted to grow in this whole area here. Yeah. It's starting to really take off nice now. But this is where I have the tree guys come and just dump mulch. This pile, now you can see the pile used to go from here all the way over to here.
That's a really big pile.
Oh yeah, but I use it. I use a lot of it.
I use it too.
Yeah, everybody gets some. They dump it in my shop truck. They put it in their trucks. But this pile has been composting for about a year now. I just turned it up again the other day. I turn it up every now and then, mix it up, and it gets rained on and it composts more, but it's a really rich, nice rich pile of, it's got everything in it. I mean, it's got, you know, palm trees, and oak trees, and probably pine trees. There's everything in there. But it's very organic, and it's good. I move it with this big backhoe. This is, not everybody gets to have a big toy like this on their property, but I have built most of this place with this backhoe. Yeah, and my garden center do all the cuttings.
Right here.
Yeah. Oh, isn't this cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a cool little area.
Oh, this is lemon?
That's that's a lemon tree. Oh no, that's orange. Yeah, this is an orange tree. Actually, the tag is still on it in the middle there.
I see it.
Yeah, I bought this one. Yeah, this is a navel orange, and it had a bunch of oranges on it, but they all fell off. The drought. I didn't water much over here, and the drought kind of did a job on it.
Why the tires?
I had a tree planted in it.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, and if you look around, what I've done is I had old tires, and I planted trees in them.
Yeah, I see.
And now it's pretty cool because you can't get that tire off if you wanted to.
Yeah.
You know, it'll be there forever, pretty much. Same over.